Very good morning. Welcome to Easy BTech. Our today's topic is unitary matrix. Unitary matrix. Before going to discuss this unitary matrix, first we have to discuss one note. What is that note? Note. In the previous class, we discussed about Hermitian and skew Hermitian. Hermitian. Hermitian means a power theta equals to a. That means simply it is called A transpose whole conjugate. And a skew Hermitian. Skew Hermitian means A power theta equals to minus A, or it is called A transpose whole conjugate. So these two topics we discussed in the last class, but here the note is, here our required note is the elements of the principal diagonal of Hermitian matrix must be real. The next one, the elements of the principal diagonal of skew Hermitian matrix must be 0 or purely imaginary. These two are the very important notes. So if you take a Hermitian matrix, the diagonal elements must be real. Suppose if you take a skew Hermitian matrix, the diagonal elements must be all are 0 or purely imaginary. These are the very important note. Okay, here all must be all the elements, not only one or two elements of principal diagonal of skew Hermitian matrix must be 0 or purely imaginary only. Okay, all, not only one or two, all the elements must be 0 or purely imaginary. This is the very important. Now we have to discuss unitary matrix. What is this unitary matrix? So here unitary means a square matrix capital A such that A power theta into A is equals to I, or we can write in the A into A power theta. A power theta into A equals to I, and A into A power theta is also equals to identity matrix. Then this A is called unitary matrix. This A is called unitary matrix. What is this meaning? That is, here this meaning is A inverse is equals to A power theta. A power theta means, already I told to you, A transpose whole conjugate. A transpose whole conjugate is equals to A inverse. Then A is called unitary matrix. See an example here. See an example. By this example, you can easily understand this definition. Suppose, for example, uh, let A equals to let A equals to 1 by 2 into A equals to 1 by 2 into 1 plus I minus 1 plus I and 1 plus I here 1 minus I. This is a given matrix A. Then prove that A is unitary. Then prove that A is unitary. See the solution. So given matrix A already you know. Now just find A transpose. A transpose means here 1 by 2 is the constant, leave it. Transpose means convert rows into columns. See the first row 1 plus I. The first row is 1 plus I minus 1 plus I. So minus 1 plus I. That means first row converted into first column. Now see the second row 1 plus I to 1 minus I. 1 minus I. So here the second row is converted into second column. First row converted into first column. Second row converted into second column. This is A transpose. Now we required A power theta. A power theta means A transpose whole conjugate. So here 1 by 2 into A transpose. This is the A transpose. This is A transpose. We required conjugate of A transpose. That means replace I by minus I in A transpose. 1 minus I. Replace I by minus I. Here 1 minus I. Minus 1 replace I by minus I. Here minus into minus plus I. 1 plus I. This is A power theta. Okay, leave it. Now already you know A. Now we have to find the A power theta into A. A power theta into A. Already you calculated A power theta 1 by 2 into 1 minus I, 1 plus I, 1 minus I, 1 minus I and 1 minus I. Yes, 1 minus I, 1 minus I, minus 1 minus I and 1 plus I. This is A power theta into A. A means already you know the A, given matrix A equals to 1 by 2 into 1 plus I minus 1 plus I, 1 plus I, 1 minus I. This is. Now we have to multiply these two matrices. If you multiply these two matrices, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that means 1 by 4 into. If you multiply these two matrices, we can see 1 plus I into 1 minus I. 1 plus I into 1 minus I, simply we can write 1 plus I into 1 minus I. We can write A minus B into A plus B. A minus B into A plus B means A square plus A square minus B square. According to A square minus B square formula, we can write here A square means 1, A square means 1 and B square means minus I square. Minus I square means minus I into minus I, which is the plus I. Therefore, finally, if you multiply these two matrices, we can practice in our home how to multiply the matrices. Already you know. Directly I will write the uh, answer of this multiplication of these two matrices. You will get 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 and 0 and 0. Here also you will get 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So here we have to multiply these two matrices. Okay, this is the very important to you, my dear students. Multiply these two matrices. Finally, you will get this one. Okay, this is. So then finally, how can you write this one? That equals to 1 by 4 into 4004. Finally, 4 cancel. 4 by 4 into 1001. That equals to I. Finally, what happened? A power theta into A equals to I. A power theta into A equals to I. Therefore, A is unitary matrix. A is unitary matrix. Also here we can write this one such that you can understand. Also this can be written as A inverse equals to a power theta. Here we can write a inverse equals to a power theta also. So this is the example for unitary matrix. I will tell you one more example to you. It is a very important example for your examinations. This is a very important example. What is that? Show that a equals to a plus ic minus b plus id and b plus id and a minus ic. This is the given matrix is unitary. If a square plus b square plus c square plus d square equals to 1. So in case this summation of these squares, sum of these squares is equals to 1, then we have to show that the given matrix A is unitary matrix. So see the solution. Already you know A. Just calculate A transpose or A complement. A transpose. Okay, as your wish, you can calculate either transpose or complement of A first. A transpose equals to, already you know, interchange the rows into columns. The first row is A plus IC and minus B plus ID. And come to the second one. Second row is P plus ID A minus IC. So this is A transpose. Now I want A power theta. A power theta means A transpose whole conjugate. So that means we have to replace I by minus I. Then you will get A minus IC and B minus IC. Replace I by minus I. Minus B minus ID and A plus IC. This is A power theta. This is A power theta. Then we required A power theta into A. A power theta into A. But already you know A and already you know the A power theta. A power theta means A minus IC and B minus IC minus B minus ID and A plus IC. This is A power theta into A. What is A given matrix? A plus IC and minus B plus ID and B plus ID and A minus IC. This is the given matrix. This is A power theta already we calculated into this is A. So A power theta into A. Now we have to multiply these two matrices. Okay, but at the time of multiplication you have to maintain the accuracy. If there is no accuracy, you will get the some errors. So you will not get the proper answer. That's why we have to multiply properly. Yeah, see this one. Yeah, if you see the first one, A into A square, A into A square. First multiply with A. A into A square. Or I will tell you simply, this is A minus B into A plus B. A minus B into A plus B, A square minus B square. A square minus B square means minus IC square. A square minus B square formula. Into B minus IC into just a minute. B minus IC. There is some mistake. This is not C. This is D. Yeah. B minus I. This is D. B minus ID into B plus ID. This is also A minus B into A plus B. That means A square minus B square according to that formula. Plus we can write B square minus ID whole square. Once again I am telling you, this is A minus B into A plus B. A square minus B square. This is also A minus B into A plus B. This is also A square minus B square. According to that formula we can write this one. Again come to here, multiply with this first row into second column. A into minus B. A into minus B minus AB. And A into ID plus IAD. Okay, next minus IC into minus B, minus into minus plus minus into minus plus. First multiply with IC into B. Minus into minus plus IC into B, BCI or IBC. IBC. Okay, next come to the next one. Next, C into D. Now multiply with C into D and plus this is okay CD. Why? Because I into I square minus 1, therefore you will get CD plus A into B, AB minus IBC. After that you will get I into AD minus CD. Now come to the next one. Now here the second row into first column. Second row minus B into A. First multiply with minus B. First multiply with minus B into A minus AB. Next minus B into IC minus BIC minus or IBC. Next here minus ID into A minus IAD minus ID into minus IC, I into I square minus 1 minus into minus plus 1 plus CD plus CD. Okay, that's over. Now come to minus B into this term, minus B into minus B. Okay, here we multiplied minus B into this one. Now A plus IC into P plus ID. That means we have to multiply these two terms now. So we have to multiply these two terms. If you multiply these two terms, A into B, AB plus, and A into ID, IAD plus IAD. Next, IC into B, BIC plus BIC or IBC. And next one CI into ID, I into I square minus 1, that means minus CD. So this one. Similarly, come to the next one. Next one is this first element into this first element. Now we have to multiply these two, this one and this one. I will underline this one and this one. First multiply these two. If you multiply these two, minus B into minus B square means minus B into minus B plus B square. Next, simply we can write, no need to write this one. Why? Because this is, if you take minus, this is A minus B and A plus B. A minus B into A plus B, according to that formula, A square minus B square. A square minus B square. Plus, here now come to these two, A plus IC into A minus IC. This is also A square minus B square. A square minus IC square. A square minus IC square. These are the multiplication. So here the multiplication is very important. See this one, A square. I square means minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. That means A square plus C square plus this is B square plus I square means minus into minus plus. I square means minus 1. Minus into plus. Minus into minus plus. Therefore A square plus C square plus B square plus D square. The first element is A square plus C square plus B square plus D square. Why? Because here I square is minus 1, minus into minus plus. Here I square is minus 1, minus into minus plus. Therefore, here A square plus C square plus B square plus D square. Come to here, here the some terms will be cancelled. Here AB cancel, AB cancel. And similarly, IBC cancel, IBC cancel. Plus IAD cancel, minus IAD cancel. And CD cancel, CD cancel. All the terms are cancelled. This is equals to 0. Here also minus AB plus AB and minus IBC and plus IBC minus IAD plus IAD, CD and CD. These are all cancelled. Here also B square plus I square. This is I square means minus 1. Minus into minus plus 1. A square plus, here I square means minus 1. Minus into minus plus. So here again you will get B square plus A square plus B square plus this is the D square, B square plus D square, B square plus D square plus A square plus C square. Therefore here the final answer is A power theta into A equals to, final answer is A square plus B square plus C square plus D square. Here this term is 0, here also this term is 0. Here A square plus Here again you will get a square plus b square plus c square plus d square. So here we will get this one. Therefore finally what happened? Suppose if in case a square plus b square plus c square plus d square equals to 1. So if that value is equals to 1, then you will get 1 0 0 1. This is equals to identity matrix. Therefore finally what happened? A power theta into a equals to I. Therefore A is unitary matrix. A is unitary matrix. Therefore this is a very important problem on the unitary matrix. So what is the unitary matrix? Unitary matrix means A power theta into A equals to identity matrix. A power theta into A equals to identity, then A is called unitary matrix, or A inverse is equals to A power theta. A inverse equals to A power theta, then A is called unitary